Alright. Now everything should be good. I think.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, other than the super bad latency. Hit the bot. Storm! Hi! How's it going? Sorry, I had to like restart like 2 or 3 times tonight. Because everything's going crazy. Didn't mean to do this. And I think now the audio is working. The stream is... I have no idea. Just very, I'll figure it out. You've been playing catch up in WoW. Nice, nice. I haven't been on WoW in 2 weeks. And I probably won't until Friday. My guild's on a break. Alright, so we'll read this again. Okay. Though our principal foe lies defeated, we shall continue to keep order inside the walls and protect the citizenry. In that much at least, the duties of the Temple Knights remain unchanged. Alright. And because I think it didn't get good, we'll do two. So, Randy, thank you for your sub. Really appreciate it. Timbit, thank you for your sub. Really appreciate it. And Mumsy, thank you for your sub. Really appreciate it. Sorry, all the tech issues before. Don't think you hurt. Alright, so yeah, good old Hawaiian virus I brought. Hawaii was awesome, and like I was saying, I had a great time until my uncle fell, hit his head, had to go get emergency surgery. He's still there with my aunt and cousin. He should be able to come back sometime this weekend. Anyways, greetings, warrior of light. What business brings you to Ishgard? I see. Wait here. I will summon Sir Emmerich. Ooh, cutscene. Yeah, but Hawaii was great. It was nice being in 88-degree weather when it was 12 degrees here. It is good to see you, my friend. It is but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. What are we urgent about? But to business, I thank you for bringing these developments in Al Amigo to our attention. Ishgard will, of course, send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. We're cat. He's down here. Go sit on bed. Don't look at me like that. Sit on the bed. This cat was like attached to me all night for the past 2 nights because he was like, oh my god, you left me. And now he doesn't want to be anywhere near me. And you have some sharp claws, my kitty. I have some trimmers near me. Let's see. We're gonna just trim your claws right now. Ow. Don't stab me in the boobs. It's not very nice. Thought I'd put his trimmers right here. Alright, so we're gonna talk while I trim this cat's claws. I don't really remember what we were doing in this game before now. So, we were doing something. Can you see Kiro? Yeah, okay. And like I was saying, my guild's on break in WoW, so we're doing an extra night here. I don't know about tomorrow because I'm a little behind on school because of all the travel I've done lately. And it's like really hard to do so, even though like I don't do anything. It's like I would go out I mean, not go out. I'd go to work, come back, like, work out, and then it would be like 10 p.m. and I'd be like, well, guess I'm going to bed. So I got very little school done. And I have to write some papers. I like the chillest cat. But yeah, your claws got super sharp, my baby. So just 1 second, a little bit more. 2 more claws up here. Back claws need, I think your back claws need some trimming. So yeah, this is my cat. He doesn't mind his claws being trimmed too bad. I've also like never accidentally cut his quick. So that's why I think he doesn't mind his claws being trimmed too much. I mean, I also don't really give him a choice. So, just a little more. Oh, see, now he's getting a little unhappy. But that's okay. Maybe he'll stay on the bed. Yeah, I know. Two more claws. See, all done. Let me just clean off the cat clog. Put it in the trash. All right. Say hi to everyone. Hi, everyone. Their cat. Right? All right. Yeah, Gridania. Something about Gridania. Okay, we just, like... Something about a primal? Hero! Go back. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Not mine alone, at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons before proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? Yeah, sure, man. I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handaloop that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Lyra, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury, speed you on your way. Why was that necessary for a cutscene? Okay. Meow! He's looking at me. He's like, do you mock me? Yes. I mock you. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the Gate of Judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Okay. I have to go to Camp Dragonhead. Alright. Yeah. But I hope everyone's been having a fantastic start to your week. Yeah, start. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, yesterday was a holiday, so I'm super thrown off. Plus, there's no rating for a few days, few weeks. So it's all very confusing. Alright. You are perhaps wondering who will represent Ishgard at the council. As this is a military matter, I would not be surprised if Sir Aymeric nominated himself, yet he is Lord Commander of the Temple Knights after all. Yeah, we'll see. He nominated himself! Meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Not that I can see that there was any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of Statutes. It's cold? Yeah, it's cold here too. It's 3 degrees Fahrenheit. That is negative 16 degrees for our Canadian friends. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. It's supposed to get down to 17F tomorrow. Oof, that's how cold it was when I got here Sunday night. But 3 is even colder. What the heck? I don't like it when it's this cold. Like, you know how like Anakin in Star Wars is like, I don't like the sand. It's dry and it gets everywhere. You know what also gets everywhere? Cold. I'm glad that Sir Aymeric's counterpart saw the wisdom in his coming. Few, if any, in Ishgard can claim to possess his expertise in both political and warfare, or politics and warfare. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Lyra? You may see a familiar face. A familiar face, eh? Oh! A Madeline and Honora. Lyra, old girl. Old? Who you calling old? How wonderful to see you. Sir Aymeric, too. To what do I owe this unexpected pleasure? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honora. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. That is a very brief summary. We don't even get to hear it. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a girl. I mean, to an imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm? Yeah, a touch. You and me both, old girl. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Yet we can but play the hand we were dealt, and with a little help from the veterans and Honoraud's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old girl. Off to Gridania with you. Yeah. Right. You ever see that? What is it? That there's a commercial for like Progressive Insurance or something. This guy's like coming down the road, or is it it's a beaver, right? And like the beaver's in the road, and the guy sees the beaver, and he's like stopping, and like the beaver's screaming, being like, ah! And then at the end, you know, like the guy stops, the beaver goes by, and he's like, pfft. And then like a few years later, there's a huge storm coming down. The beaver sees this guy coming down, going toward a thing, and so the beaver chops down a tree, stops it, so the guy stops, and the beaver's like, and he's just like, something like that. It's a funny commercial. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's a tire commercial. Oh, wait, I forgot. Don't do that. Wait. I don't think you can hear it.
For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
Old commercial. I guess it's that. Not peace. My bad. Anyways, gotta love those Super Bowl commercials. I did not, wait, let me turn off the browser music. So the hotel we were staying at had a watch party for the Super Bowl. And where are we going? And like a lot of people were watching it down near the pool and near the bar and everything, and then like come like third quarter, like no one was watching because like it was such a bad game. I bid welcome to our visitors from Ishgard. It seems so peaceful. One would scarce believe that Belsar's wall and wretched Alamigo lie but a few short malms away. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am as enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. We're gonna have to buy something again. Oh, we could buy all these rolls. That'll help a little bit. Okay. Well, that'll help for a little bit. Did we already talk to this guy? Yes. Ooh, we can get eggnog. It seems we have to, blah, 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 blah. It seems we are to have an escort to the Lotus Stand, a pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Okay, now we need to go to the altar. See, we are learning. Wait. Randy, is there like another... Is there a holiday quest for us, or did we miss it? I don't know if you were like listening, Randy. For Valentine's, because last year we got like the emote, remember? The envoy from Ishgard has arrived. Very good. This way, if you please. Ah, and the Lamentian party as well. I'd hoped to slip in unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrivals. Greetings, Sir Emmerich. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Lara, I trust you are well? 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort? Yes, Lyra, I was glad to hear from Ryle that the missing scions have now been found. Well, go sit there. There's much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? Okay, so, like, I got Kiro his new fancy cat tree. He doesn't want to sit on the bed anymore. Like, what's with that? And you can't even buy it anymore. I looked. I was at Costco the other day. It doesn't, so it's, like, lame. But it's such a good cat tree.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal. On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed?
You know, if this
Then let us
was
make ready for war.
today, this would be
Victory
a
favors the
teens
swift.
meeting.
There is much to be done.
Or, what's that other company called? Zoom?
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defenses seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Okay. Cat down. That the Council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good. You have yet to depart. I fear I had missed you. Sir Aymeric. Master Alphino, a pleasure as always. And Mistress Alice, how wonderful to see you've thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Lara for serving as our escort before other duties called her away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Forgive me, my lord, but I was awaiting an opportune moment to join in the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary, Mistress Yagiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard's support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer if it were not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seedseer to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Aymeric. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad we are to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions. My friends, we must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? Yes, yes, they must. That is how we adults speak, dear sister. Mayhap the ones who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Reverend's Toll, Yagiri? Actually, I think I shall first pay a visit to the East Shroud. I am curious to know how Papalemo and Ida fared in their talks with the Sylphs, not to mention what has been going on with Belsar's Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. Okay. Oh, they're right there. How nice. Even now, I am astonished by how closely Mistress Alice resembles Master Alphino. Their very mannerisms are alike. From a distance, I should be hard-pressed to tell one from the other. Until they open their mouths, of course. Fine, you know what? We might just need to dismiss this. He's getting in the way. Welcome back, Clara. I don't know about you, but I am hearty glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak it? I doubt that I will ever feel at home in the realm of politics. That said, people have been known to change, and if my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Ooh, okay. We have eggnog, scrambled eggs, carbonara, or gold. I'm gonna do eggnog. We got a scroll. How nice. Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Ah, you're returned from the council, but what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? My apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kryl, how's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Totaro is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. What happened to her? Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision? Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there was some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon his reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There's a network of tunnels beneath Belsar's Wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I'm familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean. Say what you want. I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It has been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will always serve to increase the risk of detection. Kryle and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, levelers? I will return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might it prevail upon you to accompany me, Lyra? Gridania will be safer for your presence. And, while it might not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on? To hold the fort, you mean? Very well. I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. I don't know what he wants to lay on the ground. Maybe I have to hide, like, his, like, a sleeping box underneath all that? I don't know. My cat is so spoiled. I suspect Tatara would have little trouble facilitating communications between our forces under normal circumstances, but I concede she has her hands full nursing the Resistance fighter back to health. No matter what, my turn in the field will come. Tatara and Kryle took that Resistance fighter to more private chambers that she might recuperate in peace. That poor girl was in quite a state, wasn't she? What do all these people have to say? Even when casting the same incantation, the mastery of each practitioner greatly affects the efficiency of the spell, a principle that was aptly demonstrated to our 2 young mages here. We have some training in the healing arts, so we shall take turns with Mistress Kryle in caring for her patient. Altcher, in particular, seems rather eager to learn from the experience. Mistress Kryle and Archon Ishtola are truly exceptional healers, and 'twas an honor to witness their ministrations firsthand. If only I could tend to my brother's battle hurts with such proficiency. I have much study yet ahead of me. I wonder what Ilsadar would have to say about our wounded visitor. His own injuries yet keep him abed, and I miss savoring a cup of tea alongside his unusual observations. We were all surprised by our sudden visitor, but Hore was able to gauge the situation at a glance. He realized the Mikote posed no immediate threat and permitted her to enter. But that doesn't mean he wasn't alert for some matter of a trap. Yes, mayhap the elder is a finer man after all. The boulder. I believe she said her name was Manago? Manago. Her cause appeared to have been genuine, but I must confess to feeling no small degree of trepidation even as I stepped aside. Now we need to talk to these over here. I am no ninja, but I did spend some moons in the Charlian homeland learning how to move unseen. Between Yaguri and my humble self, Ida and Papalymo will be protected. My fellow shinobi require little encouragement to take their place amongst the Alliance forces massing in Gridania. They are most eager to cross blades with the armies of Garlemald once more. I may perhaps have exaggerated my standing with the resistance a little, but I am confident I have a reasonable chance of putting a stop to this madness before the events spiral out of control. Yes, fair to meddling at the very least. All I'm saying is that it wouldn't be the worst thing if we ended up joining the Griffins' fight against the Empire. I mean, it's going to happen sooner or later, isn't it? If you have any unfinished business in the Troll, pray tend to it now. I would depart for Hawthorne Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Belsar's Wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. Alright. Randy says there's a Gridania holiday event. So let's give it a go. Amphitheater. Oh. It must be over. We missed it. Oh my gosh, we were literally out the entire time for it. Because I left on the 2nd and I didn't get back until the 16th. Oh well. Alright, where are we going? Ah, Lyra, there you are. Come. Amirsad? Amarise Spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to apprise us of any developments at the wall. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We were about to set forth. Indeed, I was about to say, 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Atheno. We will have the griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago, you seemed ready to shake the griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So, which is it to be? 'Twould be best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Trust me, Papalamo. I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I'll leave to you. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let us be on our way, shall we? Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. Okay, we can fly there, right? Out of all the watchtowers manned by the wood whalers and God's quiver, Amarosak's spire is the newest. Cast your eyes to the south. You see that fortress? That's why we're here, to keep an eye on the comings and goings of the Empire curs. Welcome, Warrior Blight. I assume you're here to speak with our commanding officers? Well, yes. You'll find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Cutscene, cutscene, fight, fight, fight. Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see you both well. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here, see, and the sight of you might help remind him why we've bothered. If memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the grand melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side. Oh yeah, I kind of beat you up, didn't I? Disheartening indeed to see the realm's most stout defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet. You spoke too soon. Report. What? 7 hells. Fighting has broken out on top of the wall. A full-scale assault. So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Impossible. We gave no such order. Of course. The wall was never the Griffin's target. It was bait. We've been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin supporters to slip into Alamigo. He could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Lara, we must make for the wall at once. What? Just the 2 of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid this skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin. If we can do that... Lady Hilda, might I ask, you have an airship ready to bear the science to safety? Dude, we can teleport! Ha, I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Interesting. Forward, comrades. The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. Well. Wait, that has like a fancy thing by its name. Why does that have a fancy thingy by its name? I'm not getting credit for anything. My lady, as per Marshal Tarpin's orders, we will provide a feint to cover your advance. May the crystal light your way forward. We're going to have a fate soon, aren't we? From what Papa Lima told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. And we have two objectives. I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straightways for the tunnel and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way, but the time for subtlety is past. Take a band off your most treasured companions and cut a path through to the griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. Just throw a dictionary at his face, open to reason. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste. And if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us all the way to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. Okay, so it's a dungeon, not a fate. The thing is, I am so tired. Look at that jet lag, even though it's like reverse jet lag. I think I even got a fair bit of sleep last night. All right. We're supposed to be being sneaky, but we kind of suck at it. Why? Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do holy. I was hoping we could avoid them. Guess not! Oh, a fancy terminal over here. What are those? The door is locked tight. Oh, well, the key is over there. Oh my gosh. How come no one picked it up? Come on, NPCs. Holy! Holy, 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 holy. Oh, no, no, no. You don't die. No die. Oh, that's me. Yeah, I better not die. Dungeon? Yeah. Oh, another key. Oh, boss. God, I'm just super tired. I'm like kind of a change from like the last 3 weeks when I've been able to do like so much exercise. Defeat the magic tech predator. Okay. Give me like sidewise. Oh, we got it. Da 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 da. Give me treasure copper. Bracelet of fending. No, I need a bracelet of healing. Ooh. Oh, treasure coffer. Slaying. I guess I didn't need to do that. Mini boss? Oh, wait. We're going this way. Ah! Okay, get everyone together. Slay all the Imperial defenders. Oh, I think we got it. That literally just dropped off a bunch of trash and now we're moving again. Oh, so rude. Can I like sprint out of this? No. What now? There's gonna be more, isn't there? Oh, nope, that's for us. But immediately into a boss fight. Cool, 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 cool. You know what we're gonna do before we start? Put a hot on the tank. And die? Healing! Yay! Are they an upgrade? I think they're a little bit of an upgrade. Yeah, that's why we don't gem or socket our stuff until we get there. Oh. More stuff. Okay. I think we're almost done with this. Okay. Clear the parapet. We should be almost done with that, right? I know there was a treasure coffer over here. I saw it. Another one of healing. That's good. I think we could have skipped this one. I mean, like, this section? No way, we can't. Alright, I'm supposed to be helping. Oh, did I do swift cast again? Whatever. Oh, that looks like a teleport. Did it drop anything? Yeah, that should have cleared the parapet. The griffin. What? Is everyone gonna betray us? Okay, we need to not do Halo. I don't know why I did that. I didn't mean to. We did it. He's not dead. Oh, we don't do the stupid pose anymore. Good.
You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
We did it! We showed the bastards!
Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live.
Oh, come on.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Ow.
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
Gods help us! What are we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful. Mighty Ralker, grant us the strength to crush our
There you are. As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Illbird. I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
The
Nidhogg's eyes. This
Kupos.
is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces.
What happened to the voice
My
sync?
brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
He's going to eat the eyes, you dum-dum.
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power!
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
Are they summoning Nidhogg back?
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Timtimati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Pabalimo! I know how that spell works.
It requires a human aether sacrifice.
It is time to leave.
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No! If you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here. Not like this. Take her! Please, you have to take her!
Like, we just got the band back together.
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Oh, shit. What should we do? Oh, okay.
I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Are you not gonna end the cutscene there? What? How many more must we lose? I understand only too well the desire to proclaim one's homeland, but I cannot condone such slaughter. It has been explained to me what the light represents, and I have ordered our forces to stand ready. It seems we can do little else but wait. Every Ishgardian gets taught that the Sea of Clouds turns in the grip of the warring elements of water and mind, enough to tear you apart, they say. No one's ever been to the bottom of the abyss and lived to tell the tale. So how did that bastard manage to get his eyes on Nidhogg's eyes? 'Cause a Koopa went and got it thinking it was an apple, Hilda. Papalimo knew what he was doing. I could not refuse him. Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Papalemo is my friend. I should have been there with him. Yeah, but you saw what he did to me. You could see it in his eyes, Ada. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Luisa wore that same look right before the end. You don't think I don't know that? I know, all right. I know. There's nothing more you could have done. Ilbrod caught us all off guard. Even Lyra was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Papalimo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you. I like him! Why is he gone? He better be coming back. Don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. We just got him back. What the hell? It's over, Papalemo. It's all over. Leave her be. There's nothing you can say. Nothing you can say will console her now. Okay, that's the same. That's the same. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. Good night, Timbit. Sleep tight. I'll let you know. I'll post in the Discord whether or not there is something tomorrow, because I don't know. Like I said, I have a lot to catch up on. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. But Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and apprise our companions of all of this. Pray make your way there at once. I will send word to Stola and the others of our imminent return. Okay. Why does everyone look so grim? Has something happened? Say something for heaven's sake. Tatara and Kryle took that resistance fight. Oh, okay. So I think those are probably all the same. Twould seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye, behind the griffin's mask we found the grinning face of an old adversary, Ilbred. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's aether. No one, not even grandfather, could cost it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I am certain Papalema was aware. Thus did the people follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I have yet been unable to explain how Ilbred came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind, aspected aether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Then mayhap it was the work of an Ascian, but now is not the time for idle speculation. Kryle, I have need of your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it, then. What, without so much as I buy your leave? Pray forgive Archon Ishulta her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. A desire to confront Ida doubtless confoundeth her unseemly haste. I too must contend with this grievous loss in my own way. By thy leave, Lady Alice, I shall honor our fallen comrade through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalema's sacrifice. Quite. We must begin preparations to face Ilbred's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it. Oh, you didn't vanquish it? School's out forever. Once Ida returns, I'll see that she sits down to her favorite dish. When you feel empty inside, it is easy to forget that your belly needs to be filled. Sacrificing oneself for one's duty. Such action reminds me of the warriors of Doma, of the samurai and shinobi who died for our cause. They told us what happened with Papalema, and forgive me, there are simply no words. Coltonet greatly admired Papalemo, and aspired to achieve the same lofty heights of magecraft. His loss was a terrible blow to the Scions. As much as we wish it were different, there's a limit as to what our healing can accomplish. Even the most powerful magics can do naught for a grieving heart. I've a long road ahead before I match the Archons in skill and excellence, but we must do all our part in times like this. Surely there is something I can do to help. My brother may wrap himself in steel, but he is a man of tender heart. Witness his concern for the pain his dear friend endures. My own grief is as a crushing weight upon my heart, and when I think of what Ida must be feeling, Papalaima's sacrifice cannot be in vain. We will find the means to deal with this primal. All I want to do is weep, but right now we need to hold back the tears and do what must be done. Alira, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged, meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before. Communication from the Alliance. One moment. Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. We're from Gridania. The Council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the primal, of course, and Ishtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seedseer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I am told that Sid Garland has been called in to aid his expertise to the proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I suggest we leave the Rising Stones into Tara's capable hands and make haste for Lotus Stand. How long?
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
Oh, is he a bad guy?
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay, Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Eh? Yes, you're in Eorzea.
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
He has a lot of muscle for someone who's probably super dehydrated and hasn't eaten.
Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Good God, man. Are you all right?
Can you poke him with a stick?
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
Welcome, Warrior of your Light. This way, if you please.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Maybe go up to it and knock?
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
What in the hells are you doing here?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Who is this man?
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend. As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanau since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I'm graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartanau while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
No.
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice.
Nope.
Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartanau and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Cartanau being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
My blade is yours.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
Well, now, I think we will. Oh, this is a turn in, right? I don't know. End here for now because it's almost 9:30, and then pick this up maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Should be interesting. Anyways, I hope everyone has a fantastic night. Thank you so much for the resubs, and I will see y'all later. And I will try and figure out what's weird with my stream. Try and make it better. Anyways, hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.